So I'm bored and I don't even want to talk about that. I'm bored and I haven't done my makeup in ages, so I'm gonna record myself doing my makeup. Alright, there's so much happening here. This little table. So I'm gonna start off with this. This is a Hard Candy Sheer Envy Perfecting Primer. I really like this primer. It's one of my top favorites. And I've been like breaking out recently a lot, which is like bothering me, but I have started a new skincare routine and that has been helping a lot with the breakouts. Okay. Alright. Alright, now I'm gonna do my eyebrows. I'm gonna move all this somewhere so I can do this first. I have not gotten my eyebrows done since quarantine started, so obviously they're looking a little crazy. But my favorite trick is with concealer, you can make it look like you just got your eyebrows done. I'm gonna move this off to the side so you can actually see how I'm doing it. So there's one, that's the other. Obviously, like, it's already more prominent and it looks better shaped because I filled it in. I usually let my primer set for a little while before I like go and do anything. That's why I do my eyebrows first, because it gives time for my face to like set. Like water. So the eyebrow pencil I'm using is the Instant Lift Brow Pencil by e.l.f. This is my holy grail of eyebrow pencils. I've tried so many and this has been the one that I've always gone back to. It's perfect shape and size wise, and I like the look it gives me. And there's so many different colors. It's super cheap. It's like $2 maybe, and I like it. I'm like not a real YouTuber or anything. I'm just like bored and I want to do my makeup. And I've wanted to make a video of like a little transition makeup show thing for like a while now. So I was like, you know what? There's nothing else to do in quarantine besides homework, which I'm obviously not going to do because why would I do that? So because I don't have them done, it's a little trickier to make sure I get the shape and size like equal because I'm literally sculpting it like as I go. And then I'm just gonna brush this out to give it a more natural look. And I always just go like this, especially when you're primer setting. It's like really easy to just like wipe it away. Okay. And then sometimes I just go in and if I see that areas are a little light, I'll like fill them in. Cool. And then on to sculpting. So I don't have a YouTube channel. Now, on to my favorite part. to make it look like I did my eyebrows when I haven't done them in almost 3 weeks. Maybe 4. So when I'm sculpting my eyebrows, I always use a very like light concealer. Like this is very much not my color for concealer, obviously. But I got this at the dollar store, and like you can't go wrong with dollar store products, to be honest. Especially because I use this almost as a primer for my eyeshadow too. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to sculpt my eyebrows, and then I'm going to put it all over my lid so that when I do my eyebrows, or I'm sorry, my eyeshadow, it's going to have like a base already set. So on to that. With a lighter concealer, and I sculpted out my eyebrows so that it looks like I got them done. My biggest trick with making sure that once I set my eyelids and like set my little concealer thing is I use the Maybelline Shine Free Loose Powder in medium to then set my eyelids so they don't crease. My biggest thing is I hate when concealer creases. Everyone has fine lines. Some people have them more, other people have them less. I sort of have a medium amount of them, so I set them instantly, and I let them sit there for 20 seconds. Once I put the powder on, I use a damp sponge for it, and then I use like a big fluffy brush to just wipe it away. And then we go like this, and you know that it's like not coming off because now it's set. Now we're going to start off with eyeshadow. I have been using the Morphe 350M and 350S, which is the sparkle and the matte, since I literally started doing makeup. Shout out to 2 of my cousins who got this for me for my graduation present from high school. But these are my absolute favorite. Like, it's literally broken. This is how much I use it. This is one of my favorite palettes to do like crease stuff with. I think it has a lot of really cool colors. And then I think I'm going to be mixing it with my, I just got this for Christmas, my Bare Necessities palette from ColourPop. I also use this one a lot, and I think you can tell by how dirty it is. We love that for me. This palette has like a ton of really, really pretty shimmers and just like really pretty colors, and I love it. So, I think, I really don't know what I'm going to do today, but we'll see. So, I have that almost like taupe-ish color all over my crease. I feel like the lighting isn't really showing the pinkness of it. It definitely has like a pink undertone, but it is very light, and I usually like to use, depending on what type of look I'm doing, I will always use like a nude pink or some type of brown for my crease, because I just feel like it complements like all the other colors really well. And then I usually go on to the outer corner of my eye. I like to do a very like V style eyeshadow look. I've always really liked that. It's kind of just like my go-to look. And for that, I think I'm gonna go in with, what is this? Spyglass from the Bare Necessities palette. And I'm just going to go ahead and put that all along my like V right here, and then after that I'm gonna go in, blend it out, and then use the original like crease color to then go in and also blend it. Okay, so as you can see, I have added the black to the ends of my eye. What you saw me doing in that previous video was I was using 3 brushes. I got, as a Christmas present, I got the Bare Necessities palette with the brushes that came with it, which shout out, thank you. And this is the ColourPop E17 brush. So what I was using was I was using this to pick up the pigment from the palette, and I was basically just packing it on without really blending it to the ends of my eye. And then what I did was I went in with the ColourPop E19 brush. This is a little bit of a wispier brush, so I was using it to blend it out and out to the corners. I really like that sharp V, so I usually do it towards the end with concealer, which you'll probably see. But yeah, I used it to sort of wisp it out, and then I used the brush that I was initially using for my crease to go in and blend it in. And then I was in the middle of it I was going back to the crease color and just sort of blending it in. And now I'm going to go in, and I still am very indecisive as to what look I'm trying to do. I have a couple favorites. Designer Duds, which is this one, is a really, really pretty shimmer, and I like it a lot. So what I'm probably going to do is, for my actual lid, I'm going to go in with Tease Me, which is like a light nude color, and then I'm going to go on top of that with the Designer Duds, and then I'm just going to blend everything out, and then I'm going to do my mascara. Now, I do makeup in like a very strange order. I will like do like this part of my eye with the Okay, so I just did the middle and kind of blended out the sides of my eyeshadow. What I'm going to do real quick now is, this is my absolute favorite highlighter. I love Juvia's Place. It's one of my favorite brands. This is the Nubian by Juvia's. It's a loose highlighter. It literally is the most gorgeous thing. I'm going to try to show it. I'm like gonna try to focus this real quick, but you can't really tell, but it's absolutely gorgeous and I love it. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put on my mascara, and then I am going to put the highlighter with my favorite little brush. This is my favorite like detail brush. This is from Ulta. I think I got it for free in some like package, which love that for me. I'm gonna take that and I'm gonna put it right underneath here to highlight. And again, I'm not done with my eyeshadow just yet. Showing the products that I'm using as I go, but mainly I'm using the Fenty Pro Filter Soft Matte Foundation and the Fenty Pro Filter Concealer. 10 out of 10, love this brand. Rihanna did that. And then I'm going to be using the Benefit Gimme Brow Eyebrow Gel, because I like to just swoosh it on, and I think it gives your brow a little bit of like a thicker look. I know mine are pretty full anyways, but I like it. I like the color that it sets. Then I'm going to be using the Anastasia Beverly Hill bronzer contour. And I'm going to be using the Too Faced Fruit Cocktails Blush Duo, Like My Melons. And I think this blush is like gorgeous. It's so pretty. I love it. Yeah, and then for the highlighter, I'm going to be using the same Juvia's Place highlighter that I use for under my brows. The lips, I'm going to go into detail before I start it. As you can see, I did most of my face. This is the point where I usually go back to my eyeshadow. I think what I'm going to do is I usually like a pop of color underneath. It's probably going to be in the same color scheme as the top, but the color that I'm going to be using today is, if I can find it, it's like a sparkly copper color. I'm debating which one I want to use. I'm probably going to use the Bare Necessities palette. This one is called, where is it? Fuzzy. So it's like a copper sort of color, and I'm probably going to mix it with this one and then just go in. As you can see, when I was doing my concealer, I always make a line and it helps clean up all the edges and it kind of really just sharpens up the whole look. So when I go in, now what I'm going to do is I'm going to use those two colors underneath on my waterline, and then I'm going to use the same black to then like have a little bit of a darker spot right here so it all sort of comes together. Once that is done, I'll probably do my eyeshadow for underneath, and then I'm going to go in with my trusty highlighter, and I'm going to do the inner corner, and then I'm going to probably just go in, spray my face first, and then I'll do the highlighter on my face just so it stays longer, and then yeah. So as you can see, I am now done with most of my face. The spray that I used was Milani Make It Last Matte Finish. Love, 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 love. And the reason I sprayed this on first was because if you spray this on and then put on the highlighter, it stays longer. Obviously, I like a matte look for my actual foundation, but I love glitter, I love highlight, I love all that, so I usually do that after. And the reason I put the gold in my inner corner was it really just brightens up your eyes and it makes you look more awake. So now I'm going to go in and do my lipstick. People tend to love this like combination that I do. It's kind of like old school, like kind of reminds me of the 90s, like a little bit. So what I do is I go in with, this is a Essence Soft Contour Lip Liner. The color is number 3, Deeply Intoxicated. It is like a red-brown, almost like a maroon. I go in, I line my lips with this, and then I go in with the Milani Amore Shine Liquid Lip. This is number 2, Tenderness. Then I fill it in with this, and then I go in again with my Essence pencil and just kind of continue to like blend the whole colors. And then after, I use the Fenty Beauty Bomb Gloss, obviously go-to gloss, and it really brings the whole look together. So I'm going to do that real quick. This is my final makeup look. Probably add like a little vertical number at the end so you can see it more up close. I would wear this to like a party, like a dinner, something like that. This definitely is a glammer look. I think because of the highlight and the glossiness of my whole look, I probably wouldn't do this whole face to cost, but hey, if you want to, go for it. And or work. I like work at Walgreens, so the last thing I'm doing is going in with a whole beat face. You can also add eyeliner. I, truth be told, am like not the greatest at eyeliner. That's something I'm working on, so hopefully during this quarantine time I can get better at it because I love a little winged look. But my kind of making up for it is doing that sharp V where I have the dark sort of pigment and it makes the V that, you know, like the eyeliner would make. This honestly, if I was doing this and it wasn't recorded, wouldn't take me that long, maybe 30 minutes, the whole look. If I was in a time crunch, even less. But yeah, this is the whole look.